WWE fans, welcome to another great edition of the Backstage Jabronis. He's Daniel Snyder. I'm Jeremy York. We are the number one media tag team in all WWE. Don't believe us? Just ask.
Challenges.
Easiest way to determine that. But as always, before we dive into the world of Saturday Night Main Event of Evolution and all the amazing things WWE did this weekend, how are you, bud?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I was surprised by this weekend, to be honest with you. I didn't
Yep.
go into this weekend expecting anything. I wasn't happy with heading in. I wasn't happy with the card on Saturday
Yeah.
night. And Evolution, I'm going to be 1,000%. Never been a big fan of women's wrestling. I enjoy the women, just the wrestling. There's always a whole bunch of botches. Um,
Yeah.
but this weekend, that Evolution, my opinion, is probably one of the best premium live events that there has been this year, period. And that's even
Sure.
outside of just that's this year, period. It was a great, great, great PLE. I had a great time with watching it. But let's get into the Saturday night's main event, which had just so weird. It started off with LA Knight and Seth Rollins, right?
Uh,
I thought that was the first match.
no.
Are you sure?
No, that was it started off with Orton versus McIntyre.
Are you sure? Because I could
Mm-hmm.
have swore it started LA Knight and Seth. Because right here the lineup says it was LA Knight and Seth was right before Gunther and Goldberg, but that wasn't done right before that.
Actually, yeah, it was. Rollins LA Knight was right before Gunther Goldberg. There was stuff in between it, but like backstage stuff, I think. But yeah, it went Orton versus McIntyre. It went Jimmy
Hmm.
versus Solo. Um, Rollins versus Knight, and then Gunther versus Goldberg. So yeah, I guess they only had four.
Yeah, there was only four matches. That was interesting. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first match then the Jelly Roll Orton. That
And
spurred.
I didn't know if I told you on the last show. I said it after the fact. I said I meant to bring up that Jelly Roll. The backstage news was that he was going to wrestle on SummerSlam at some point, and I said, yeah, they'll probably do a tag match. You'll have somebody who is some people who are really good at working with talent. He's been in the ring, been putting in the chops for the last month or two. So he's not going to go out there and just flop. Like it's going to be legit. When they bring in somebody, they make sure you're ready, or they don't bring you in. And basically, to know that his dance partners are going to be McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton, I'm looking forward to this match already.
Well, yeah, like it spurred from what happened the Friday the night before when Jelly Roll came out there to perform, um, and Logan
Logan.
interrupted. Yeah, it's going to be a great match. I don't know if you've been following a lot of these talk shows, but Jelly Roll was hosting for Kimmel, and he had Randy on there, and then Drew came out there and was talking crazy, and they got to fight, and then Logan came out there and smacked, slapped, hit punched Jelly, and Jelly choke slammed him through a table. Randy said that Jelly's been working really hard. Um, I think this match was really just there just to introduce Jelly Roll and say, okay, this is setting it up a SummerSlam match.
Yep.
Um, it was neither here nor there. It was just okay, let's get this going match. Randy Orton really doesn't have bad matches. Drew McIntyre is really good
Mm-hmm.
against anybody as well. So yeah, it was an okay match. It was an okay match. I do
Well,
remember that was followed up with the what's her name? They were showing Jade
Jade,
Cargill doing
Naomi, and Bianca Belair. That's when it got introduced that Belair was going to be the special referee.
yes, 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 which was an interesting take on that.
It was a
Um,
different wrinkle, and we'll get to that when we get to the evolution talk.
Evolution, yeah.
Uh, the only weird thing about those four in the tag match Orton Jelly Roll's fine because more than likely, Orton is the one who Jelly Roll's probably been training with, which makes a lot of sense. Orton could really show him, it's like, hey, here's some stuff I think you can do. Here's I think where your ability level is, and if you just master these things, oh, it's going to be great. The thing that sticks out, do we not remember 6, 8 months ago when Drew McIntyre said that what he stands for in wrestling and that he doesn't like these basically non-traditional wrestlers. He doesn't like these outsiders that come in. He doesn't like the people that are basically the anti of him, the polar opposite of him. And yet, not only is he in a match versus Jelly Roll, he's teamed with
He's a tag
Logan
team
Paul,
with
who is the
somebody.
absolute thing he says he hates. Now, why in the world would you put those two together?
Well, I guess we'll see as we go. I mean,
Well,
as
I
we're
think
2 weeks
because
away.
Logan is the perfect person to work with, and he's going to get so many more eyeballs on this match. It's going to help put this match over, even if it's a stinker.
And Logan's not going anywhere anytime soon. I think his
No,
podcast just signed a 4-year deal. I think it was a 4-year deal with either TKO or something.
I think TKO.
Yeah. So, um, this was a setup for SummerSlam. It was the start of the build to SummerSlam for that match. Introduce Jelly Roll. Let's let everybody know what's going on with Jelly Roll. Let's get him and then get
Yep.
going. It was followed by the United States title match.
And we all knew who was going to win this, but I wanted to see not only these
How?
guys' brothers, I wanted to see how it was going to play out and, exactly where they were going to start building this. Because and apparently we have a name for Solo's version of the bloodline. It's now called the MFT. Do we have any idea what that means?
My Family Tree.
Okay.
I believe
I
that's what
didn't
it
hear that
is.
particular part, but I was like, okay, well, that makes sense, which is funny because none of these people are actually related to him. So that
Yeah.
makes it even funnier to me.
I might be wrong. Let me double check that.
That would make sense. But
My
I mean,
Family Tree. That's exactly what
but
it
it's just
is.
like this. Does
They've
this
changed.
mean does this mean one tribal chief? Does this mean original tribal chief? Only tribal chief? We know tribal chief. What is the O can be half a dozen things.
Well, here's something that Roman Reigns, which we was introduced back to him on Monday night, that he
We
made
were.
his appearance. He has a new shirt, and it's going to
He
be
does.
his new thing that says OTC1, which is the original Tribal Chief one. Does that mean we're going to get introduced to a original Tribal Chief 2? Why are we putting the one there? Or maybe just a one up? I don't. Like I said, it's
So
so
he can
weird.
sell more T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah. But that match was what I thought it was going to be. Wasn't impressed with it. Once again, wasn't impressed with Saturday Night. Did not like Saturday
Yeah,
Night's main event at all. This was
I
a.
give.
I was okay with working while having to watch this because I was enjoying working more than I was the show. Um, the
I
solo
see that.
one, well, thanks to his family tree. I don't even think Jacob came out to help him at
He
the end
did
of that.
at the
Did he?
very end.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but after Jimmy had been thrown around by practically everybody at ringside outside of Michael Cole, I think, and beyond that, then he come running down there, and I was like, was he in the bathroom or something? What took so long?
Yeah, it's I'm so done with these guys fighting each other. I've been done.
Well, good luck because I think this is going at least till Survivor Series, so we can get another
Oh, it's
big
going to go
cage match.
past that. It's going to
Yeah,
go. Yeah, yeah. It might go past that. But I mean, yeah. But it was once again the first match. I gave a 2.5 because it was a good show. I give this
yeah.
one a 2.5. Not interested in either. The next match, once again, like I said, I was working more than watching. Um, I was listening as I was working, and I heard them say Seth is down in the corner, so I had to go and rewind it. And
And
I
it
seen
didn't happen when everybody thinks it did. It happened before that.
it happened on the first flip. His left leg was up
On
under.
the Chris Jericho lion salt. That's when it
Yes,
actually, because of the way he hit.
but here's the
But
thing. Also,
we're totally burying it because who was Seth Rollins against?
L.A. Knight. Yeah, yeah.
That's the new
He
co-host,
was
by the way. That's why I can't be trusted at the store by myself. Is I buy dry erase boards that we can use on the show.
he was a little pissed that the match had to end like it was. He wasn't supposed to win that match. I think it's obvious he
No,
wasn't supposed
no,
to
yeah,
win.
I agree. Seth was going to win that match,
Yes. And
but
then
more importantly, you can tell when Seth realizes that we're going to have to end this match early, and which he was not that upset about, but when he realized not only are we going to end early, I can't continue. The look on his face and the look on Heyman's face told me they were going to be a part of the main event.
I was 100%. I was looking for my conspiracy hat, but I couldn't find it around here. Um Here's the thing.
Can't find mine.
If there's something that I've learned in my many years of watching wrestling is that the best stars, the best Randy Orton's, John Cena's, um, Rock's, Roman Reigns, the best ones are
You're talking about
great actors.
these guys, not the here. The here,
They're great actors. Great
the
actors.
stars.
Yes. Um, Kind of feel like all this is planned out for when CM Punk beats Gunther, takes the title, and then Seth cashes in on Punk. As of right
I think you,
now, dude, but think
I
about
think
this.
you're part right.
This is my reason. Here's my conspiracy behind this. Magically, they haven't been able to get anything back on his knee. His knee's too swollen. It's there. They can't really see how bad it is or what exactly is wrong with it. I remember when back 10 years ago when he first hurt his knee, the same one. We knew what was up the very next day or the day after. When Liv went down, we knew what was up the very next day. We knew exactly what was wrong with her the very next day. Um, so also, Seth was on Jimmy Kimmel. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel this week, and he says, he said, yeah, I'm really hurt. We're still waiting on the results. You can't see it right now, but my leg is in something, and my crutches are over there. There's you guys got to remember this is Paul Heyman. This is
It's
Seth Rollins.
it's a
This is
4 to 5 month injury, is what I'm hearing. It's a 4 to 5 month. So you're looking end of the year. He still has until next
2 weeks.
April to use that
July. Yes,
briefcase.
next June. Next June.
June. Okay, there you go.
2 weeks. He'll be back in 2 weeks at SummerSlam. Said it here
I don't know.
first. Cashes in on Punk when Punk gets the title off of Gunther. He was supposed to take the title off of Goldberg when Goldberg beat Gunther by cashing it in. I'm telling you now, he comes back, takes the title off of CM Punk SummerSlam.
What if he catches this spot? Where is it? There.
That's not going to happen. Gunther's not going to have the title that long.
Maybe. I don't think Cena will. It'll be for Gunther's title.
Nah, Gunther's not going to have the title. Gunther's not going to get past CM Punk. Does not get past
Why
CM
not
Punk.
though? He is like as good as CM Punk is, and normally I would say CM Punk should win it because he deserves it and he's better. But Gunther is by far the best heel and might be the best worker you have going right now. Who doesn't
Seth
get
Rollins
hurt?
is the best
Who
heel.
doesn't do dumb things? He's not getting DUIs. He's not doing stupid stuff at all. It's like, why would you ruin that by having him drop it to CM Punk?
Rollins is the best heel. He was supposed to drop it to Rollins.
Mm, nah,
Um,
I argue Gunther's better.
I, Well, I mean, potatoes, potatoes. Um, the last match, Gunther versus Goldberg, didn't care about it. Once again, I didn't care. I know he was all in his feelings that they cut off his speech. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
That that sounds like a Triple H dig on him, honestly. Now maybe they just ran out of time, but if they ran out of time, then what ran long? Was it their match? Because the fact that Rollins' night had to be cut short banked you 5 to 10 minutes right there. So at some point you screwed up the time, or at some point you didn't build in enough time for this to happen on TV.
Their match was the longest match of the night. Come on, man. That match did not deserve to be the longest match of the night either.
Do you
None of
say
them did.
though? I mean, I'm not saying it was where he was years and years ago, but would you say Goldberg at least held up his end? Even if he got
Yeah,
drugged through the match by his opponent, did he at least hold up his end?
it was better than Goldberg versus Undertaker.
Oh yeah, that loads better, and that's no knock
I'll
on
give
the
him that.
Undertaker because I don't think it was his problem.
No, no, no. In that match, Goldberg versus Undertaker, Goldberg literally was knocked, got a concussion when he ran into the pole, which messed
Yeah,
up the whole match from there on out.
it did.
Um,
And as
so,
soon as he hit it, I was like, "What an idiot!" Well, how do you run into that?
but yeah, I truly like because it makes ex- Monday night. We'll speak on this just for right quick, and then we'll head to the
Sure.
evolution. Monday night they had that gauntlet match.
Yeah,
If the
great match.
plan, yeah, Bronson did his stuff. If the
Well, Braun
plan,
did.
that's what I meant, Braun. My bad, Braun. Yeah, Braun Breaker. If the plan wasn't to put the title on CM Punk, why does CM Punk win that?
I mean, he's kind of the next contender up. When you look at the people in the rest of that match, like outside of them, you know, the whole Rollins injury, we already see what Plan B was. Plan B is that okay, well, if Rollins is not going to be around for a minute, we're gonna take Braun and we're gonna automatically put him up here because he's going to be our other seat filler for now. He's not gonna be a super title contender, but we need another guy at the top, and we're just going to stick him there now because he can do it.
Why doesn't Braun win that match then?
Because then you get heel versus heel, and you would have to flip one of them to make that make
The
sense.
the crowd tells me Braun's not a heel.
Yeah, but Triple H and WWE tell me he is.
So was Stone Cold. Stone Cold versus Rock.
He's not in that gray area yet. At some point, he will have a face run. It'll probably be when he flips on Seth or when he breaks away from Seth. But right now, you need to keep making him a monster, and that means he has to keep just running through people like this.
I just think him versus Gunther would have been a good way to make him a monster.
Oh, it would have. But yeah, he would have been the face in that one, and that would have ruined that entire group. And Seth would basically be sitting at home watching everything he had built go away.
Braun was almost the face in that match versus CM Punk.
I know. And it wasn't because CM Punk was doing anything like dastardly or anything. It's no, CM
Braun
Punk
is
was
over.
wrestling straight up,
Yeah.
and he still kept looking, and he's like, they really like this kid. And it's like, yeah, they do.
Because they were yapping when LA Knight was punching him, and they were barking when Braun would punch LA Knight. But
Yep.
you know, and that's just that. We'll get to that and watch for us in 2 weeks, guys, when we talk about SummerSlam's 2 night special. On to Evolution.
Yeah.
A night of great matches, all great matches. There was not one match that was bad. I said, "What am
Correct.
I watching?" Um, Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Lyra started the match. I thought Bailey was going to win this. I think
I
as
sure
did
hope
you.
so.
And Becky walked away. The man walked away again with the title. Um,
I don't think they're going to do this, but this is what I hope they would do because I still stand behind my favorite Bailey is Bad Bailey, and Bad Lyra makes no sense at all. It's not working. Um, Flip Lyra to a face, flip Bailey to a heel, and have Lyra chasing Bailey and Becky as the heels because that will actually help get her. That'll help boost her up some more. and that's actually more naturally where those people fit.
Well, Lyra's going to get the title at SummerSlam.
More than
Lyra
likely,
beat,
yeah.
yeah, she beat Bailey in that number one contenders match on Monday night, and
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
nor did I. For
It was a
SummerSlam,
clunky match.
Bailey
It just
versus.
made no sense.
So I'm saying Bailey versus Becky for SummerSlam would have been beautiful. That's a big.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yeah. Why? Yeah, I don't know why we have to. This is almost the AEW thing where like every Wednesday and every whenever they run their other show, because it's been anywhere from Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night, depending on the week, is when their secondary show is. But they are notorious for having 6 and 8 and 10 and 14 person tag matches during the week, which are just complete garbage, complete blow off. And WWE gets in this habit of, oh, let's have a triple threat. Let's have a fatal four way. Let's have those every other match. And it's like, just give me 2 people straight up. I don't need 100 people in a match for it to be great. If you just give me any combination of these three, Lyra Becky has been good. Bailey Lyra has been good. Bailey Becky is really good. I just need 2. I don't need 14 people in this match.
Yeah, the third one gets in the way sometimes. Every now and then. But see, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, here I am sounding old. A triple threat match was a special match. Like, oh, we've got 3 people. Now it's just a regular match. We got to bring that special stuff back.
Yeah.
They're starting these no holds barred or DQ matches. They're starting to slowly bring that back as a special match. The one later in the card with Jade and Naomi, I liked
Yeah.
that because I hadn't seen one in a while. So that was a smart move. But these triple threat matches, and the way they did the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring, but with the triple threat match, I'm like, what are we doing here? Let's just make the bracket bigger. Let's
Yeah.
have more people in the bracket instead of having three people right there versus each other. I feel like they don't know what they're doing.
They're trying to fit too much in. The problem is the UFC rule. UFC's got, I don't know, 500 people under contract, and and a contract states that you are offered up no less than 3 fights in a year. And if you say no enough times, then that can void contracts, and that can really screw some stuff up, or allow them to book you further out and things like that. It's just they're trying to use 100 superstars when you only need 60 to 65, even on house shows, to make it work. And they're just trying to cram too much in at one time.
Yeah, I see we just hit that 10-minute mark, so I have to speed a little bit through some of these. I didn't know who JC Jane, or Jordan. I mean, who Jordan Grace was. I did get introduced to them on this match, the NXT Women's Championship. JC kept her title thanks to her people, Tropical Joe's. Oh, they're sponsoring us. That's what's up.
No, I want them to, and not for the free smoothies. We are open to sponsorship, folks.
Yes. Blake Monroe was introduced. She is a former AEW women's wrestler. What was her name over there?
Mariah May.
Okay. Yeah, Mariah May. Well, she's over here now, and she helped out Jordan Grace after she got beat down. I think they need to turn Blake Monroe heel. I think she'll be a great heel.
Be.
She was a heel in AEW.
She will be sooner rather than later. But when you first bring somebody in, the crowd's always going to give them that babyface pop. So she had to come in kind of good, kind of help Jordan, and then that kind of led to where that went.
Didn't care about the match. I was more excited to meet some of these new characters. It was a good match, and I was okay with JC Jane keeping the title. She does remind me a lot of what's her name on SmackDown, Chelsea.
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of. Yeah. I don't want to say poor man's or poor woman's, but no, just on her way to being Chelsea.
I was more excited for getting to see for the first time Ruka and Zarya, whatever her name is, in this women's fatal 4-way tag team. When I first seen them coming out, I said, "Oh my God, that's Medusa and Luna from back in the day." Legit.
Not a bad comparison.
Yeah, so I loved it. I'm a big fan of theirs. I'm ready for them to be on the main thing.
I think Sol sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't be surprised. But Judgment Day walked away with the titles.
Which,
Um,
in the long run, makes sense. I mean, we
it
were
does
trying to
because
move
they're
them
more
off because we
established
thought it would be fun, but why not keep the titles with the Judgment Day? All of them still have all their belts. They have what, all but two belts on
until
the entire
SummerSlam.
show.
Until SummerSlam, when AJ takes the title off of Dominique.
I don't know that he is, but we'll talk about that in 2 weeks.
Yes, we will. It was a good match. This was, even though there was, this is almost a flip on what we were saying a while ago. Yes, there's eight people here, 4 tag teams. It was a lot to deal with, but they did a good job with how they did it. I know you haven't watched the match,
Oh yeah,
but the
I,
way
I saw a
anybody
ton of highlights.
anybody could tag in anybody. Obviously, there was no two of the same team facing each other.
Right.
I'm glad they didn't do that because that's always stupid when people try to do that. Charlotte and Alexa worked great together.
Yep.
I see that. I see that being great. Charlotte is getting cheered now. She is now, especially I guess being in Atlanta, that kind of helped her out.
No, what
But she,
helps her is that she's with Alexa Bliss, the most
well,
fan
Alexa didn't
popular person right now.
Alexa didn't come out first. Charlotte came out first by herself. It was not a tag team. She came out her own music, and the
Okay.
fans went crazy. And they went crazy. She stood there for a minute, and then Alexa's music plays, and then Alexa came out, and she
Okay.
threw her teddy bear to Charlotte. Um, but it was a great match. Judgment Day walked away. They keep their titles, and it was
Sure.
followed by yet another championship match. I was surprised. Trish still has it. Where Goldberg doesn't, Trish does.
I agree. Trish still has it. Goldberg gave us everything he had left in the tank for his last match. Where
He was
Trish,
never
I
known.
mean, Trish could probably go another 10 more matches.
I agree. But Goldberg was never known for being a great performer anyway.
No,
Those
no,
two,
his average match was like 8.5 minutes. So
yeah. I think Tiffany's being turned into a legit superstar. Like she was
yeah,
already there, but they're putting her against people and they're putting her over, and she's looking good doing it. Um, she's really good. I like Tiffany. Tiffany won. Tiffany beat Trish. It wasn't, and I think they're about to turn her bad too.
who Tiffany? I hope so.
Yes, I'm hoping so too, and I think it's coming. I think that's what they've been kind of
But you
doing.
got to have the right space to do it. So it's going to have to be Alexa or Charlotte or somebody that is just so popular you don't have a choice but to go against the other girl.
Well, there's somebody on the other side that I think I could see it happening now that we have well, we'll get down there. Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no holds barred with special guest referee Bianca Belair. Jade wins. Jade,
Yeah.
which she needed, and there wasn't any botches that I remember. I don't remember any botches.
Yeah. It was pretty clean. This was one of her
Yes,
better ones. Maybe
yeah,
maybe it's because her and Naomi work well together.
yes, which means I'm interested in seeing how this is going to go down the road. So is this going to end
Well,
up being their
they're as
last?
far apart. They're as far away from each other as they
That's what
can
I'm
be. Which,
saying. So is this going to be
remember,
the
that's
last?
what we both said was that Naomi needs to get as far away from her as possible, and they can meet back up down the road.
Yeah, yeah. I was swearing up and down that Naomi was going to cash in. You know what? Tiffany turning evil on Jade at SummerSlam could happen now because she does face Jade at SummerSlam. That could be her turn because Jade
That
is over.
Jade's pretty over. So yeah, that there you go. Because that's a good way because she can just start being snotty on the microphone to her in the next couple of weeks, and it's there.
And if there's ever been a match or a battle royal that's ever been more obvious who was going to win, I don't know it. We all knew when we were sitting here last week trying to say, okay, who could win, who's going to be in this, who's going to be in this, and we both at the same time said Stephanie wins. It
Yep.
was as obvious as it gets, especially considering it leads to a championship match at Clash in Paris. So now we have to look at that. Is she going to be facing the SmackDown champion or the Raw champion?
That would be
Because
Raw because she is on Raw actually because Julia is on SmackDown. They split them when they
yeah,
brought them up. So I mean,
yeah,
but it also doesn't say, so it leaves them the leeway, kind of like a Money in the Bank shot, but a Collier shot. So it leaves them the leeway. So they could technically do either, but Raw champion and her would be fun. I like that matchup.
that speaking of the Raw champion, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, match of the night. Match of the night.
Might be match of the year,
It
even
was
with the ending. A lot of people said
yeah.
the ending ruined the whole thing. I said I think it made it
I think
better.
it added to it. I think I wouldn't say it made it better. I'd say it added to it. It put it's in like in Back to the Future where when part two where the line does this right here when dude gets the magazine. Naomi cashes in. Did not see this coming. Did not see this coming. Not even a little bit.
I
You
did.
seen it coming on this match?
Oh yeah.
I didn't. I didn't see this coming. I like I said, I was leaning on that
I
whole
don't think I said it
Jade
on the
versus
show, but
Tiffany.
the whole way it was leading up, I was like, what a great time.
Oh, I agreed it was a great time and a good idea, but I just knew it was going to be Jade versus Tiffany. Jade was going to win. Naomi was going to cash in and take it from her. Made the most sense to me.
I kept
Um,
thinking Raw the whole time because you got to get as far away. Remember?
but yeah, yeah. But so now we have Naomi as the Raw Women's Champion.
Proceed with
Uh,
caution.
look at how we got through everything. Look at us. Um, great. I was going to say pay per view. Great premium live event. Out of 5, I give it a 4.2. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 4.2, 4.3. It's almost a 4.5.
yeah.
It was up there. We didn't
Enjoyed
even
it.
say that guy. Well, we kind of mentioned that guy came back.
On Raw,
So many
we got
crazy
26
things.
seconds.
Yep, I'm watching that. But that's going to do it for this edition. I don't know. We could have a post show. Maybe we don't. Stay tuned to all the social medias.
Next week will be
But
fun.
we're the Backstage Jabronis. He's Daniel Snyder. I'm Jeremy York. We will see you guys next week and have way
What'd you have?
better rhymes than we do now. Deuces,
What'd you have
gooses.
down
Watch
there?
wrestling.
Hold the sign up.